Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to help them all. Illusions are countless. We vow to see through them all. Opportunities to awaken are infinite. We vow to embrace them all. The Buddha way is endless. We vow to embody it. So we'll start with our customary 15 minutes of seated meditation. We chant the Gatha on opening the sutras. This Dharma, incomparably profound and minutely subtle, is rarely encountered, even in hundreds of thousands of millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, hold and maintain it. May we completely realize the true mind of all Buddhas. So tonight we have making his One Mind debut as giving a talk, Reverend Hengui Mike Lucas. No audio, Mike. You're muted.
All right, there. Is that clear? Excellent. Greetings, brothers and sisters in Sangha. This is my first talk tonight, and I've always been kind of a socially engaged and active in the community kind of person myself, mainly within books to prisoners, union work, and a bunch of other programs. But one of the things that calls to mind is, in Buddhism, a lot of people misconceive that it's not just literally about, Buddha Siddhartha himself. It's about being awake. It's about being empathetic and present and just trying to be the fullest of awake in the more profound and wise sense of all that. And being, that there was so many conflicts going on in the world today, whether it's Sri Lanka, whether it's the mass incarceration across this nation and legalized slavery, or just the outright brutality of the military here or abroad. It's come to me that one of the things that's kind of come in my more immediate present moment is in Ohio, where getting with the whole reduction and overturning of Roe v. Wade, we are even more subject and vulnerable in our communities towards being penalized by these laws. And as Buddhists and as empathetic people, it is I wanted to find a way to reach out, because the gravity of this came even more amongst my own community, amongst my own interpersonal relationships. Having a miscarriage is just you're bound to be possibly trialed as a murderer right off the bat. It's very serious. So outreaching this, I went to a coalition called Faith Choice Ohio, and there's people in communities of faith that are pro-choice and wanting to reach out to all people who are, vulnerable in crises such as these. And as Buddhists, it's just I've seen globally that I'm not the best on scriptural knowledge per se, but amongst a lot of Buddhists, especially in Zen Buddhist communities in Japan, they have, it's not seen as a sin, abortion and stuff like that. It's seen as abortion, and those processes of birth care and health control are accepted, and they have a process that is kind of like a bereavement process for that, but it's not all focused on guilt. It's all focused on empathy and consolidation towards that person that's been afflicted. And, even my Catholic, pro-life upbringing, I've been able to resonate with my family that, irregardless of your feelings towards abortion, like when this comes into criminalizing people and any kind of underground, unsafe kind of, medical mishaps that could happen, that will happen, like, what are we going to do to stop this? What are we going to do to reach out? What are we going to do to be awake to these crises that stand before us in the present moment? And part of my training as part of this group was just that, just figuring out how to be empathetic and outreach to these people in like their time of crisis, but at the same time, Buddhism to me, especially like taking on a more serious drive of trying to take on a minister role or any kind of Zen priest or monk role, it's just you've got to take a certain weight of seriousness. And in addition to the seriousness of all that interpersonal weight lies, like, the whole fact that, like, they could look down upon you as an accomplice as well. And you've got to be willing and wise to be able to be empathetic and present without, like, and causing harm to you or your community. And yeah, so I think that is about all. Is that about like how long Dharma talks normally are?
It is for this one.
Excellent. Would anybody like to ask any questions? I kind of info dumped, and at first I kind of wanted to brainstorm some things, but I kind of wanted to go on the spot a little bit.
Why don't we hold them till after the service, Mike,
Oh, okay.
for the Dharma chat?
Thank you.
Great. We'll go back and have our second period of seated meditation. We'll chant the Heart Sutra. So grab your chant sheets. Make sure your microphones are muted, if you would, please. Because when they're all unmuted, it is a train wreck. Mahaprajya Paramita Hridaya Sutra Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva when practicing deeply the Prajna Paramita perceives that all five skandhas are empty and is saved from all suffering and distress. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. That which is form is emptiness. That which is emptiness, form. The same is true of feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease. Therefore in emptiness no form, no feelings, perceptions, impulses, consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no color, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of eyes, and so forth, until no realm of mind consciousness, no ignorance, and also no extinction of it, and so forth, until no old age and death, and also no extinction of them, no suffering, no origination, no stopping, no path, no cognition, also no attainment, with nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva depends on Prajna Paramita, and the mind is no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist. Far apart from every perverted view, one dwells in nirvana. In the three worlds, all Buddhas depend on Prajna Paramita and attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Therefore know that Prajna Paramita is the great transcendent mantra, is the great bright mantra, is the utmost mantra, is the supreme mantra, which is able to relieve all suffering and is true, not false. So proclaim the Prajna Paramita mantra. Proclaim the mantra which says Gate Gate Para Gate Parasamgate Bodhisvaha. Gate Gate Para Gate Parasamgate Bodhisvaha. Gate Gate Para Gate Parasamgate Bodhisvaha. We would like to offer dedication at this point. So, if you have anyone you would like to dedicate merit to, I'll give you a chance in there to insert whomever you would like. All sentient beings are one seamless body and pass quickly from birth to death. We remember those who cared for us and are gone, those who are ill, those who are at war, who are hungry, and who are in pain. May they heal and have peace. We especially dedicate our service to our Dharma brother, Robert Coho Epstein. The people of Mississippi, the Guy family. Would anyone like to insert anyone here?
Joanne and Bailey Sheridan.
Any others?
The people, Sri Lanka. Juanita. And a young girl whose name I do not know.
Likewise, I got one. I don't know his name, but a Palestinian prisoner was just released from an Israeli jail after over 180 days in hunger strike. To him.
Laura Haas Knox. Mike Gingy Wood. All beings in the 10 directions, subject to the greed, hatred, and delusion of themselves and others. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all honored ones, Bodhisattva, Mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, Mahaprajna Paramita. Life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes swiftly by, and opportunities to awaken are easily lost. Strive to realize your true nature. Do not squander your time by night or day. And with that, our service is concluded. So if you want to stick around for the Dharma talk, please feel free to do so. Otherwise,